Fuck the neighbours. You read the title. I did lie to you a bit, because that's actually not an Aliexpress splitter, and it's actually a Facebook Marketplace business. We'll go pick that up now, and it's in East Auckland. Who the fuck lives in East Auckland? That's literally the most irrelevant part of Auckland there is. East Auckland, fuck off. Nah, but let's be fair, what the fuck is East Auckland, bro? This is like a main road crossed with a motorway? What the fuck? Why is there a concrete barrier, man? This isn't a weird. Very weird at East Auckland. What the f? We've caught the splitter. Let's go take a look. Here it is. We've also got a bunch of bolts and nylock nuts to put it to the front bumper. What most people do is they use self-tappers. And basically if you do that, you'll be going down the motorway and you'll even think about putting your foot on the accelerator. And basically then they the splitter, like it disconnects from the car. It's not ideal. They also have a reputation for having quite, you know, flimsy plastic. Albert hit a rabbit with those and it cracked the splitter. It probably cracked the splitter because you hit a rabbit, like, you know. I don't get, what's going on, right? If there's something in front of you, you stop. If there isn't, you go. How can you confuse the two? How can you be like, oh, there's something in front of me, but I'll keep going? Nah, but in all seriousness, the plastic does not feel that high quality. Then, you know, you have people with the Max and Design splitter spend 320 New Zealand dollars on that just for it to also crack and fall off. So we'll just move the car back and, yeah, Carl, you might need to move, or otherwise you might be flattened. Bruh. Okay?
Nope.
We've also got the universal side skirts in here too. Hopefully we'll get around to that this video. I think you should maybe like and subscribe to the fucking video, okay? And follow me on Instagram. Piece of shit. Fuck you. Love you. So we are gonna take the bumper off to do this. Hey pal. If you can turn your car upside down to do it, that would also work, but I can't do that, so. Bruh. Basically, to take the bumper off is very easy. We'll start with doing all the bolts that run under the bumper. With that done, now you've got all the clips on top, you know, bang, 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 bang. Mate, really? I guess that's one less clip to hold the bumper on. Oh. Then after that, some of you will need to take off this clip and this clip down here, so you can pull that away and get a bolt that's up here. But if you're like me, your bumper clip would have snapped, so you can just, like that, your bumper should be pretty free, and you can just pull it off. You will have to disconnect your two fog lights and the ambient temp sensor in the middle, and it'll be off. Oh God. Oh, mate. When it fell off, it's already, look, fresh scrapes. Well, I was going to say, one reason I was wanting to get this, I'd rather break this $70 splitter than scrape up my freshly painted bumper. But I guess the car had different ideas, and it just... Okay, so for alignment, I marked on the splitter where halfway is, then also on the bumper to line it up. And basically what I'm going to try to do, the first holes I'm going to drill, line up with these holes here. And that's, I marked where they should come. So I'll drill through these dots first, put a bolt through, see how it sits, and go from there. So the more far forward you go, you've got like nowhere to drill it there. So I'm sort of got to try to aim for this here to line up with the most outer point here. So that's it with the 2 bolts in. Damn, it's gonna look good. Obviously what's gonna put a lot of stress on it is if it's going like this, and if you only have one line of bolts, like one line, then it's all twisting from that point. But if you have 2 at some stages, it's gonna make it so much more solid. So I'm about halfway through off the car, so that actually looks so good. Like, it's basically those first bolts I showed you. And then we've got one right in the middle here at the back. And then we've got one here a bit further forward. And then one here quite far forward. And that's actually made it super rigid. Like, this middle section is so strong, it's just the edges are a bit bendy. But with the splitter, you do want some flex to it. Let's say if you're going down a drive, when you scrape it, it'll be better for it to flex and scrape rather than just hit and snap. But obviously you don't want so much flex, then when you're going down the motorway it just snaps. So I also started by putting this piece on only with 1 bolt, and so that's just right in the corner here. I've got to aim to have it come out like that. That should be pretty good. And then with this one, we had one in the corner, then one that goes through this part, that part, and then into the bumper. Oh, focus, mate. Then did 2 more in the middle. I'd probably actually like to have 3 in here, but whatever. And we've done one actually that just goes from the top here and through into here. But since they're not all straight, and you've got this one all the way down here, then this one up here, that's what's made it really solid. Alright, so since there's obviously the bumper comes up here, what we've done is we've actually put bolts in to space it out. Time to put it back on this thing. Oh, you guys fell over. How sad. That's literally done, so we'll go take it on a boost and hopefully it won't fly off and, you know, yeah. Going bloody good so far. I took it on to a wind tunnel and simulated 170 and it was all good, so fucking mint, mate. No places for a quick. So far it hasn't fallen off, which is bloody good. And I haven't scraped it and cracked it, so Now obviously I've taken it to a wind tunnel, and obviously it is very functional aero. It provides about 450 pound-feet of downforce at 250 miles an hour when I'm on the racetrack. I was meant to do the side skirts this video as well, but I've run out of time. I guess next week's video will be the Facebook Marketplace special universal side skirts. Yeah. One thing I think I forgot to clarify is what bolts I used. So all the ones here, they're all 20 mils. And then this one, that one's a 20 mil. And then 1, 2, 3, I believe is 25 mil. And these ones are pretty big, they're like 50. Don't need to be 50 mil, but yeah. Just bigger than a 25 by, 10 mil or something. And they've all got nylock nuts, and obviously also remember, if you got to space it out, I just use bolts, and yeah, just have enough of all that and you'll be good. See you next week. Love you and all that, so you should definitely like and subscribe. Sure.